Space Action Podcast! La, la, la. With your hosts, Chris Carson and DC and Shama.
Welcome to Space Action Podcast, the official podcast of Space Action Heroes. And before we get started, a couple of things. This is our first podcast of 2020, so Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to the Roaring 20s, and by roaring, I mean the wildfires raging across the world. And two is that DC actually is not joining us this week. He's not here with me this week because of some medical issues. He's fine, and we'll talk about it on a future podcast whenever we get together again. He is on the mend. So in the meantime, to ring in the new year, I am joined once again by special guest host, Samantha Saxena.
Hello.
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 So what did we do last night that's regrettable?
We ate a lot of cheese.
I meant visually.
After the cheese, or in conjunction with the cheese, I guess.
It's probably the cheese sweats that caused us to make this horrible decision.
We watched To Riverdale and Back Again.
To Riverdale and Back Again, the 90s Archie-based TV movie about the
adult Archies coming back.
The depressingly adult Archies, because they are younger than us by quite a bit, coming back to Riverdale. And, well, no, Archie was still in Riverdale. But anyways, this week we're going to talk about Archie's to Riverdale and Back Again and some other Archie surprises along the way. Who knows what'll happen? I know like 90% of people have turned this off by now.
I think people are still closetly interested in Archie.
Well, no, they want to watch Riverdale. And I'm going to cut our viewers in half right now by saying Riverdale is designed for adults who want their childish things to be adult. Because I imagine no kids like Riverdale. It's all of us idiots in our 30s being like, no, we're still relevant. We need the things that we grew up with to matter.
But Riverdale is not Archie whatsoever.
No.
It just kind of took its name, or the names of the characters, and did its own kind of murder mystery thing.
Yeah, and right off the bat, I want to say, like, I am all for graphic sex, violence, and nudity in things, but not in Archie. Archie should be, like, a wholesome, like, thing. Like, that's the point of it. Even though, objectively, if you want to deconstruct Archie, it's, like, wholesome white America 1950s. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But ultimately, it's, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, make a horror series. That's great. Josie and the Pussycats, you want to make, like, an expose of the life of rock and roll stars. Great. But Archie, maybe, maybe keep it for kids. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess you could go in a lot of different ways, because it is almost a blank canvas, like the comic books didn't really set anything up or anything like that.
The most basic stories possible.
I'm not a big fan of... I didn't even watch Riverdale, to be honest with you. And I'm a big Archie fan.
As a quick aside, you guys will probably hear some creepy, horrific scraping in the background. And unlike when we record at DC's place and we have Davey howling in the background, now we have a 19-year-old dog slowly wandering around us on a hardwood floor. So...
His name is Dude.
Dude. Keep an ear open for the scraping, and you can almost hear him just going around us in his full circle. And there's also a cat on the table walking around, smacking her lips and trying to rub into us. So that's also going to just make things just wonderful. Just wonderful. Anyways, so... how do you want to do this? Do you want to talk about To Riverdale and Back Again, or do you want to do some Archie quizzes, or do you want to? How do you want to start? Riverdale and Back Again?
Yeah, sure.
So, it's horrible.
It's 90s TV movie at its best, I think.
But at least it keeps the spirit of Archie alive.
It is that lovely 90s made for TV movie
on NBC, because we watched someone put it on YouTube, and it's actually like a VHS rip. Someone taped it off of TV when it aired, so it has all the promos. It took me back, though, with the little ripples that happened to the tape, the VHS tape. And the constant static hiss underneath the whole thing.
Yeah.
But,
aww, 90s.
At least it was true to the character, I think. In a weird way to say that about Archie, because fucking it's Archie. But at least there was like an innocent hometown, small town pride type thing.
Yeah.
Overly innocent. They never said sex or anything. They were just like, and like, even though they're in their 30s. But that's what Archie's kind of supposed to be.
Yeah, and the characters looked like the comic book characters as well, didn't they?
Something about the guy who played Archie just irritated me.
Yeah, I think
don't know
that's
what
an
it was.
actual guy, too.
He's
an actual guy.
Famous now?
Yeah. I don't...
Well, Lauren Hawley was Betty.
Oh, yeah.
Veronica, I don't know. And Reggie, I don't know. Well, who are the characters that actually showed up in it? It was the main core group.
The core five,
plus
if you will.
Moose and Midge, Mr. Weatherby, Miss Grundy, and Coach Clayton, and that's it.
Coach Clayton. Chuck was there for like one
shot.
We
there was in a sea of white there was one black dude, so we assumed it was Chuck.
Yeah, that's what the comics were like.
That
was the only kind of non-white guy in the crowd.
Whole thing.
And none of the other teachers showed up.
No.
It was just Grundy and Weatherby.
I guess the only other teacher of note was Flute Snoot.
Yeah.
I know.
And then there was the home ec teacher, the short fat lady. Do you remember her?
No.
Miss Hagley or something like that. Haggerty, Hag something.
Was she a newer addition? I haven't read Archie in like 20 years, but
oh no, she was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a pretty big fan of Archie as a kid, and then I just desperately. It's one of those things like before you hit high school, Archie is your base for what high school will be, and then when high school is absolutely not like that. You just don't read Archie anymore. Yeah. It's like watching Friends.
Yeah, it's true.
And
then when you're in your 20s, you find one in like your mother's basement or something, and then you start reading it on the toilet. And
yeah, I had like a bucket of them somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere in my parents' house, somewhere.
Yeah. Yep, I've got my little Archie library in my bathroom.
But I think it's a good comparison to say it's like Friends. Like when you're 16 watching Friends, you're like, that's what it's going to be like when I finish school and I'm out in the world. And then it's not like that at all because it's a horrible sitcom.
Yeah. Well, and you're broke.
And you're broke. And your life's a joke and your love life's DOA.
I guess so, yeah. It's real life in actual fact.
Minus hilarious weight gains and losses like Chandler constantly did. Right. I don't know how we got onto Friends.
No.
That was because of drugs. I did. Yeah. I brought it up.
Yeah.
If you really want to lose weight quick, guys, cocaine. Yeah. That's what Tyler... What's his name? Tyler Perry. No, it's Matthew Perry. That's what Matthew Perry taught me.
But I have to say, as far as the Riverdale movie, To Riverdale and Back Again...
It was hard to get through.
It was, and I don't even remember what the plot was. I know Pop Tate's shop was getting bought out by Hiram Lodge and Reggie Mantle.
I can break this down. So Archie was still left in the small town. He never left Riverdale. And he was engaged to some girl, and he was about to become a partner in a law firm and move to the city. It was just called The City. Mm-hmm. So I guess this shares the universe with the Tick. I don't know.
Well, you're not allowed to know what part of
where in America
Riverdale is. Yeah.
And it's the 15th anniversary reunion of their graduation from Riverdale High. And so everyone's coming back. Betty's a teacher, and she's dating... some douchebag who was in Seinfeld. We were trying to figure out which guy he was in Seinfeld, and I'm pretty sure he's the guy that George's parents loved and George kept lying to about what he was doing with his life. And remember the episode where George had the tick and he kept bumping people because he got caught trying to bump someone away from saying something? I think he's that guy. I have to look it up. And Veronica's off in Paris on her 13th husband and realized that she wants to be with Archie. And Reggie owns a car dealership and a gym, and he wants to tear down Pop Tate's to expand his gym.
And he never left Riverdale
either. And that's it. And it's just...
No, and then you get Jughead.
Oh, Jughead's a psychiatrist, which is hilariously introduced as him laying down, talking about his problems, and you think he's the patient. And then what's this? No, he's the doctor.
And he's got a kid.
So Jughead wasn't gay.
Huh.
I just always assumed.
And Moose and Midge stayed in Riverdale.
Moose and Midge stayed together, and Moose was a chiropractor, always snapping everyone's neck. It was really awkward. Mm-hmm. But he didn't beat the shit out of anyone, which was a little unfortunate.
That's true.
It's not really Moose then, is it?
Well, I guess he did it in a professional manner by cracking their backs and necks.
Their necks, I guess. That's how that works.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was just Archie trying to choose again between Betty and Veronica, and then trying to wrestle his fiancée, who wasn't around, who turned out to be a bitch, and started dating Betty's boyfriend, who was an asshole.
And then the eventual saving of
Pop Tate's by Veronica yelling at her father for 3 seconds, and him going, "Veronica, I never knew." And that was it. Mm-hmm. And then his psycho, Hiram Lodge's psycho driver kept trying to murder Archie. and eventually
for some reason, right.
And it ended with him giving him a literal bomb that then gets wrapped in a package and then gets thrown into Reggie's auto dealership and blows up. This is literally the whole story. It's like 2 hours of filler.
Yeah.
It's really god-awful.
But the commercials were good. It was enjoyable to watch the commercials.
They were commercials?
There were commercials. You totally blanked out the commercials.
I know at the beginning there were some commercials, but didn't it just keep fading to black and coming back for the actual movie?
No, I feel like there were a couple commercials. No, maybe there weren't.
Just at the beginning.
Maybe that's...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Podcast ruined.
So, I think the movie could have been done a lot better.
Way better.
And we were having a brief discussion on what an actual good To Riverdale and Back Again movie would look like.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look like Riverdale, the crazy show
the sexed up show. But then I took it in one direction where it's like a hard R, and then we also took it in the like as a joke, and then what I believe it should be, which is like a family friendly thing. So I think we gotta talk about both. So
Proceed.
The family friendly thing was what? What did we figure out for this? That Betty was going to be the main character. Yeah, and
so in the comics, she was always detecting around, super smart. She liked she was like in the newspaper and all that other nonsense. So I figured she'd become some kind of detective,
like forensic scientist or something.
Yeah, something in regards. I was thinking about this later. I don't know if you guys watched that show Bones. How it was like
never reference Bones on this podcast.
she was a forensic anthropologist, but she also wrote like murder mysteries and stuff like that.
Like Agatha Christie, or no, not like Agatha Christie. Like Murder She Wrote. What was her name?
Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury was the actress. What was her name in the show in Murder She Wrote?
I don't know.
Jessica Fletcher. Jessica Fletcher.
Okay, yeah. So something like that. Yeah. So she would stick around in Riverdale. Everybody else would leave.
And then Veronica was like a Paris Hilton type who was like a socialite influencer. And my idea was that Archie had left with her and was now regretting it and wanting to go back to the small town. And then Betty sort of represented that.
Yeah, and Reggie had gone with Archie and Veronica.
Oh, no, that's the R-rated one.
Oh, that's the R-rated one.
In the family-friendly one, Reggie's a used car salesman.
In the city,
in the city.
Unquote.
And then...
Moose goes to jail.
Oh, yeah, Moose goes to jail for, like... It's lightly implied because it wants to be family-friendly, but that he beat a guy to death accidentally for looking at Midge. Mm-hmm. And so he's in...
I think I enjoy that part the best.
He's in prison now. And Midge is like a barefoot and pregnant sort of like house-locked wife. Mm-hmm. That was going to be the tragic tale of Moose and Midge.
Yeah.
But then done in a funny way.
Yeah, lighthearted way.
In a lighthearted way.
Yeah.
Because he never beat up Midge.
No.
He just beat a guy so bad he died in the hospital like a week later.
Yeah.
And it's never expressly said, but it's like heavily implied. Mm-hmm. That's why.
And it's not the first time this has happened.
Yeah, and it could
prison.
Right, and it could be like a fun, like minimum security kind of like aesthetic to it, so it's more kid friendly, not like Oz or something with Moose in it.
Yeah.
But and then Dilton Doily was going to be like a tech giant, like what's the guy's name for SpaceX and. Elon Musk. He's going to be like an Elon Musk type.
Yeah, and he was missing from this rendition of...
There was a lot of people missing.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, we'd have to find ways to fit people like Chuck in, because he was a cartoonist.
Yep.
So he maybe Chuck, just the opening and closing credits could be animated by Chuck Clayton. But, and then the story was, what was the story going to be? There was
somebody's going to die.
Oh, no, it was Svensson was, Svensson the janitor was being... deported.
Yeah.
By like mice or something, like a play on ice.
Yeah.
And they had to, but not legally. Like he was a legal immigrant, but he was so old that he didn't have his papers anymore. So it was like the fight to save him and in turn save Riverdale High somehow.
Yeah, and something was going to happen because of funding cuts to the high school itself. And so it was going to be a joint kind of giant problem that they had to solve.
And then it was going to like all come together at the end somehow. Like ICE was trying to get out Svensson, and so they were digging up shade on Riverdale High or something in order to facilitate it or something. We hadn't really worked out the full details.
But then there was another version where Hiram Lodge's wife dies and he's going to get remarried.
And Hiram Lodge is getting married to some young bimbo.
Yeah, and so everybody's coming back for the wedding.
And Veronica's not happy about it and blah, blah, blah. And that's just sort of the clothesline to hang the Archie adventures on. And then we should cherry pick out just like 4 or 5 Archie plot lines from the early years and then weave those into one storyline to take place as this is happening around them. I think that'd be pretty good.
I think that's a Golden Globe right there.
I think we just wrote an Archie movie.
Yeah.
I think we did more than what most producers do.
We sat down and talked about it.
Yeah. We did more than what Kathleen Kennedy did on Star Wars. Bazing! Take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my R-rated one was that it was going to open with like the Paris Hilton sex tape, but with Veronica and Reggie, and Archie was being cucked by Veronica, and I wanted him to kill her, but
I like the play on
all the main
relationships.
Characters.
Yeah, because
So maybe
Archie and Reggie turned into Betty and Veronica. And, Archie turned into Veronica.
Or maybe that Archie goes to kill Veronica, and it's actually Cheryl Blossom as a stand-in, like because she was standing in for her one day, or like trying to set her up with the paparazzi, and he accidentally kills Cheryl.
You're going too close to the Riverdale, I think.
Okay, we got to go way darker than the Riverdale, because I mean it opens on hardcore pornography, so we need to get actors who are willing to do that first of all.
Yeah.
I think Shia
that's
LaBeouf.
our primary problem right there.
Shia LaBeouf would be up for it. If
You think so?
I hear.
Yeah.
If Nymphomaniac's any indication.
Yeah.
And then Moose like brutally beats the shit out of Midge in this one.
But Moose would never beat Midge.
Yeah.
It's got to be somebody else, dude.
No,
It can't be Midge.
I think if some like Dumbo meathead is beating on everyone who looks at his girlfriend, eventually those fists are going to turn towards his girlfriend.
You think so?
I absolutely think so.
Midge was planning her escape.
Yeah, I think Midge would have totally gotten beaten to death. There's a lot of death in this, except Archie will not fuck Miss Grundy.
Thank fucking God.
Which does
Dear
happen
Jesus.
in Riverdale. And then she ends up not being Miss Grundy and she killed Miss Grundy or something. I don't really know.
Oh,
much.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was actually fucking Miss Grundy.
It was like she was a murderer or something.
Oh.
I don't really watch. I just it was peripherally I heard about things.
I would watch our Archie movie. I don't know if I'd watch your R-rated Archie
I think
movie.
mine's becoming more of an Archie porn parody, and I'm fine with that.
But I think that already exists. You'd just
Yeah,
be
but
doing more of the same.
I'd be doing more and better. My porn parody would be outstanding.
You think so, do you?
I do. It's all about casting.
Who are you casting as Archie?
Oh, some porn star.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be some actor, that's for sure.
You don't have any names that you could throw out?
I don't really
so that
know
people...
porn stars.
Oh, okay.
No. We just have to go onto like the Craigslist of porn stars and find people.
And dye his hair red?
I think you got to cut your
All his
dog's
hair
nails. Yeah,
red?
you got to dye his pubic hair red. I think that's what you're implying.
Yeah.
Oh, your cat just gave me a filthy look when I made that joke.
Yeah.
I think we only touched the surface because you kept rolling your eyes at me about my R-rated one. So I don't think I have a lot more for it.
But really, that's all that could happen in your R-rated one. So Moose is going to kill Midge.
Killed her. And he's in prison.
But so then what's the rest of the story?
And then Archie kills Veronica. And then maybe they just get away with it. And
the cop comes and tries to nail Archie?
I think it has to end with a threesome with Betty, Veronica, and Archie. Or maybe a foursome with Reggie.
Die.
I don't know, maybe it was going to be Cheryl Blossom in a Veronica wig.
Oh, okay. So Veronica is actually still alive.
Yeah, maybe that's the mystery you find out at the end.
Shock and surprise on Archie's face when he sees Veronica alive.
Yeah, and they celebrate by having a giant orgy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's how it has to end.
Is Ethel going to be in yours?
I think it should be a school reunion thing too, and it's like everyone's there. Mr. Weatherby, Miss Grundy.
Oh God.
Miss Beasley.
Yeah. The Beasley. She
was the lunch lady.
Yeah.
And Svensson and the parents are all there. Hot Dog.
There?
Oh, and Hot Dog has to be there, and he has to be like 20-year-old dog who's just like dying and flies around him and horrible. Basically, the dog that's walking around and ruining the audio on this podcast right now.
So, in the To Riverdale and Back again, Big Ethel was actually in it, which you forgot to mention.
But then she ended up being all hot and sexy.
Yeah, she was a hot, sexy model.
And then Jughead and his son ran to go bang her, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that the two of them did everything together.
Yeah.
That was kind of
like everything. Because Ethel shows up in a bikini and she's like, I'm just about to hop in the pool, boys.
And the two of them go running over to her.
Yeah, both of them run over. Which, that means Jughead probably saw his son's erections.
Yeah, which is really weird, even if you're a shrink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up.
And, what was it? I was just thinking of... Oh, yeah. And then Jughead kept on referring to her as Big Ethel.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when everybody saw what Ethel looked like, everybody... so Archie was like, oh, hi, Ethel. And Jughead was like, yeah, no, you remember Big Ethel.
Yeah.
It was just weird that he threw in
With
the
the big. I guess the big was tall. I mean, it always was tall, right?
It was always tall, but to talk to a person in the face and call them Big Ethel as opposed to...
Behind their back?
Yeah.
Does that make him more or less honorable?
That's a good question.
I don't know. But, yeah, it was really awkward, I think is the word. The only word you could use for it. But not awkward in the way that Riverdale's awkward, because that's awkward in a whole other way. Awkward in a way of just badly done? Still watch it, though. We're doing a podcast about a shitty movie. It's on YouTube. It's totally free. I recommend you put it on in the background and just sort of check it out. Yeah, watch the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and I think you pretty much got the entire movie. Oh, do you remember the scene when, because it starts by playing the Archie song, the sugar do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, what is that song? Oh, honey, honey, do-do-do-do. It's the sugar song. Is it just called Sugar? Yeah. And then later in the show, they do the modern hip 90s version of it, where Jughead and his son rap. And it's like, sugar, you got me, sugar. Yeah. It was so fucking stupid. And just, that was like cringeworthy. It was like watching an episode of the UK Office level cringe. Oh, yeah, it's just like, oh, that's horrible. That's embarrassing. It was a pretty bad movie. But they did try to keep it pure and wholesome and all those other things. And except for the one line when Veronica says, let's get wet. That was the one line that wasn't as a pure, wholesome thing. Betty wasn't as pure and wholesome at the end. No, Betty tried to bang him in the shower at the end. Yeah. They all, well, not they all, but the two of them. Both at different times trying to have sex with Archie. Yeah. Really force themselves onto him. But really Me Too him. Kind of 10 minutes. They're both in his hotel room. One's in the closet and one's in the bathroom. And then before that, though, Veronica breaks into his house. Yeah. In shape-shifting lingerie because she takes her coat off and she's wearing a little dress. And then in the far shot when she's going down the stairs, she's just wearing underwear. So there was shape-shifting lingerie happening with Veronica. Archie kind of got Me Too'd. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a lifetime of him doing it to them. True. I don't mean accused Me Too'd. I mean he got Weinsteined. He didn't Weinstein. Yeah. Have you seen the pictures of Harvey Weinstein? Yeah, he looks bad. But I love it though because first of all, I hope he's in horrible pain because fuck Harvey Weinstein. But the idea of him crawling up the courtroom steps, did you see that picture? Oh, no, I didn't see that. He's out of his wheelchair and he's crawling up, just going for the sympathy thing. And everyone immediately pointed out, it's like, if it's a government building, it has to have a wheelchair ramp. Yeah. So him, like, crawling up the side. It's so adorable, that sleazebag. What was it that's wrong with him? I have no idea. Genes? Like, I don't know. He giant eye roll. He will die. Oh yeah. And it will be hilarious. There's very few times in this world where you can objectively say that was a funny death. Harvey Weinstein's will be one of those times. Yeah. All right, so on the topic of Archie and Return to Riverdale and all this nonsense, I have brought up, much like our Home Alone special, the Archie Comics quiz. I have two. Both of them are only 10 questions, so they're quick. And again, apologies for the Stop the dog. Apologizing. He's going to be so loud on this. It's going to be so awkward. Dude wanted to be in the podcast, too. He could bark. That's it. I'll take a bark over like a stumbly scrape going by in the background like we're being haunted. Okay, so one is how much do you know about Archie? And then the other one is which Archie character are you? So which one do you want to start with? How much do you know about Archie? All right, so let's start this. And play along at home, folks. We'll tell you the answers. Okay, so what is Moose's girlfriend's first and last name? Oh. Madge Clump, Midge Clump, Midgie Clump, or Midge Clump? And it's with K or a C on Clump. Midge Clump with a C. Midge Clump? Oh, we don't find out till the end. Oh, God. Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, we don't find out till the end. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, what is the name of Betty's brother and sister? Betty has a brother and a sister? What? Oh, we're immediately failing this quiz. I don't know Archie at all. Is this like new Archie shit, or is this from Riverdale? Is this going to be like a Riverdale thing? Oh, I don't know. But it's Chick and Polly, Chicken Polly. They're all Chicken Polly, but spelled differently. This is stupid. It's like CHIC and POLY or CHICK and POLLY. It's just Chicken Polly, but different spellings. I'll go with Chicken Polly. That one seems obvious, right?
Okay.
In the end of Love Showdown, who does Archie choose? Is that a comic series? Yeah. Betty, Cheryl, Veronica, Nancy, Midge. Wasn't that whole Love Showdown thing, didn't it split the universe and then they had 2 comic lines, one where he picked Betty and one where he picked Veronica?
That's what I thought.
That was way back in like the 90s, wasn't it?
What
or
are
like
the,
early 2000s?
Betty, Veronica, Cheryl,
Nancy or Midge.
I don't think he goes either way with Betty or Veronica, does he?
I don't know. I never read it. I just remember it was like on the news, back when Archie made the news. It was like, Love Showdown.
Finally picking someone.
He didn't make the news again until he died saving a gay guy.
Yeah.
And then Riverdale.
So let's maybe go with either.
I'm gonna
go with Betty.
All right, Betty. Let's go with Betty.
Are you going with Veronica?
I can only pick one.
Which one do you want to pick?
I think it's Betty and Veronica.
You think it's both of them? How could it be both of them?
Because then they did the split universe comic line, remember?
Okay.
Where they had Betty marries Archie, Betty marries Veronica for a while.
But I didn't read it, so I don't know if he came to some kind of conclusion at the end of it.
And then they split it afterwards? I don't know.
Right.
What is Mr. and Mrs. Lodge's names? Harold and Nancy, Horace and Hermione, Hiram and Henrietta, Hiram and Hermione.
C.
I think it's Hiram and Henrietta.
Yeah.
You know, it's really frustrating we can't just, know the answers
I know.
right off the bat. This is probably super fun to listen to.
This is like fucking an exam.
Okay, we only have 6 more, so I'll go through. What is the name of the singer who lives in Centerville? Josie, Bridget, Ginger, Cheryl, Sabrina. Is that Josie and the Pussycats? All right, Josie. All right, what else we got? Where does Reggie live? This is from the website, but don't peek. North Riverdale, West Riverdale, South Riverdale, East Riverdale, Central Riverdale.
Wow.
No fucking clue.
No fucking clue.
Not at all. I'm gonna say North Riverdale.
Okay.
Sure.
Seems like where the affluent people would be.
Hey, is Reggie affluent really though? Ultimately,
I think he's upper middle class.
Upper, because the lodges maybe are up there. What is the name of the Pussycats manager? Alan M, Alex M, Alan Cabot, Alex Cabot.
Alex Cabot.
Cabot? Alex? All right. And in one issue, where is Jughead's family planning to move? They don't, if you haven't read it. Were they planning to move to Indiana, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa, or Ohio? No fucking idea.
No idea.
I'll say Iowa. Why not?
Is Idaho on there?
Oklahoma is.
Okay, no. Idaho.
In an issue, what does Betty become to get interest from her friends because they don't seem to notice her? Punk, goth, geek, whore. Oh, I'm sorry, prep.
Wow. These must be the newer comics? I don't ever remember a story like that.
I'm going to say geek or goth, maybe punk.
Let's go punk.
But then it would be like an 80s comic, wouldn't it? What is Jughead's sister's real name? Forsythia, Flora Petunia, Florence Penelope, or Forsythia? I'm going to say Flora Petunia.
I think it's Penelope. I don't know why.
Florence Penelope? All right. Test results. Oh, we're about to get our test results, guys. Cross our fingers.
Big fat score of 0?
And you even had the guts to take this quiz? Wow, I wouldn't read up. Check out the website. Did you know there was one? Better luck next time. You have correctly answered 2 of 10 questions. And they don't tell us which fucking ones we answered correctly.
Rude.
I apologize to anyone who sat through
quiz.
that garbage. I should have done my research and made sure that was a quiz worth taking.
Oh, no.
Oh. Which Archie character are you? You could be Archie, Veronica, Betty, Jughead, or Reggie. This is the main character version. So, 10 questions again.
Okay.
And this is one of those ones that I think are the worst because it's like, which Disney character are you? Do you find yourself jumping around Arabia, prowling the Serengeti? Do you feel beastly? So it's really fucking obvious. This is one of those.
Okay.
How are you today? Hungry. I'm fine, thank you for asking. Oh, the usual, I guess. Hey, got to go. My eyes spy a damsel in distress. I'll be fine once I play a few pranks. Here's a victim now. Great, Daddykins. Just bought me a new car for acing my test today.
I'm gonna go with hungry.
You're hungry. Well, someone's gonna be Jughead. Next question. All right. It's 10 minutes before school starts. What are you doing? Zzz, snort, blink, yawn. Ah, now I don't have time for breakfast. Or chatting with someone of the opposite sex, getting their phone number. Or I'm on my way to school with a piece of toast in one hand and my books in the other. Or putting the finishing touches on Archie's chair. Or should I wear red with pink shoes or all white?
Putting the finishing touches on Archie's chair. Who the fuck would that be?
That's gonna be Betty. She was a pushover.
I'm going with sleeping. Bzzz.
Oh God, you're gonna totally be Jughead.
I think I am the female version of Jughead. Minus the crown and the nose.
You need to get the hat. What term best describes you? This is the third question, by the way.
Okay.
Most original, class flirt, class prankster. Hey, how did he get most original? I can be original any day. Man, my reading skills are the bomb today. Mm-hmm. Most likely to succeed or most likely to marry money?
Ha! What other choices again? Most original?
Most original, class flirt. It feels like it's Jughead, Cheryl Blossom or Archie, Reggie, Betty or Veronica. It kind of feels like everyone is falling into that category. Or into that breakdown.
What word best describes me? I don't think any of those describe me at all.
Most likely to succeed. Eh?
Yeah, okay, fine.
All right. Next question. I wonder how many people have stopped listening now. Now it's just up to us and our charming...
We're doing this for us at this point.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm just losing words. Our charming personas? Sure, let's go with that. Where can we find you directly after school? Okay, let's just say work then, I guess.
Okay.
Hitting the books. There's no point in putting it off. At Pop Tate's begging for just one more burger. Should I just pick that one now? Detention again. Sigh. Shopping. Detention, even though I'm innocent of the water fountain incident.
Is there anywhere I'm home sleeping?
The Jughead answer in this one is Pop Tate's begging for just one more burger.
No. I like to be at home. I'm not really a go out and do things kind of person.
So hitting the books? Even though
So
in this case,
yeah.
books are...
Bed.
Bed?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
Doing anything tonight? This is question 5. Doing anything tonight? Oh, I've got about 10 dates. What? How did I do that? What?
That's Archie.
Oh. No, I have a date with Archie. I will, as soon as I call up either Veronica or Midge. Wait,
That's Reggie.
Oh, right, because he was always trying to bang Midge. I have a date with Archiekins. I've got a date with the refrigerator and the microwave.
Yep, that's me.
I'm going to pick that one. All right. Have any enemies? Not really. Maybe 2. Oh, please, they just can't stand my great looks. I suppose so, but they're just jealous. Or, oh, I guess I annoy Pop a little bit, but I think that's it. How many enemies do you have, Samantha Saxena?
I don't know.
Excluding me.
I don't know that I have any enemies. Or I just don't put any... I don't really care that I have the enemies if I do have them. So is there anything around like that?
Oh, please, they just can't stand my great looks. Or I suppose so, but they're just jealous.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Suppose so, but they're just jealous?
Okay.
All right. Question number 7. Ever been beat up? Wouldn't the correct term be beaten up? Or am I just illiterate? Beat up? Beaten up?
It's an Archie quiz. I wouldn't worry too much about grammar.
It's not just an Archie quiz. It's a fucking terrible... This is the To Riverdale and Back Again of Archie quizzes. All right. Answer 1. I'll tell you later. Moose is looking for me. 2. Of course not. 3. Only by myself for being so clumsy. Oh, is that like a masturbation thing?
Maybe.
4. Nope. And then 5. Never. Acts shocked.
I'm just going to go with nope.
Nope. All right. We're getting close to the end, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to find out which Archie character Samantha Saxena is. The most popular guest host we've ever had.
Ha!
This is your 4th appearance on the show. We're going to have a spin-off sitcom in no time. We're going to be the Joey to the Friends of Space Action Heroes.
Not Joey.
We'll be the Frasier to the Cheers of Space Action Heroes.
Let's do that.
We're not nearly classy enough, you fucking fuck. All right, what could you never live without? Girls, family, money, and girls, credit card privileges, or food?
Food.
I thought you would have said girls.
Well, and I think that's just a basic human requirement.
You can't live without food. Yeah.
No, you can't. You can live without cash and credit cards and all that, but everybody should have said food for that question.
That's the obvious answer. So Jughead is. I see a Jughead in your future. Yeah.
But before, you have one more question.
I got two more.
You got two more. Yeah. But I want you to tell me which Archie character you think I am. Yeah. That's
tough. Because every answer is an insult.
Is it?
It's like Veronica is an uptight bitch. Betty is like...
You think I'm an uptight bitch?
No, I'm saying Betty is like you're walking over girl next door.
Okay, think it through.
Midge is an airhead.
I need your character analysis right after this. Before you actually push the submit button. Yeah.
I'm going to say right now, I think you're Hiram Lodge.
No cop-outs.
You're Chuck's sister.
Chuck didn't have a sister.
Oh.
Did he?
I don't know. No. This is why we got 2 out of 10.
There's like one black chick in the entire thing.
You're not even black.
I know.
This is why we failed. This is why that other quiz berated us at the end. You don't even know if Chuck has a sister. I actually have
an Archie quiz I'm gonna do on you.
You're gonna do me? Okay. Yeah. What is your perfect date? What is a perfect date to you? Sorry. Anywhere where I can put my arm around her in a subtle way. Shopping! Don't worry, I'll carry some of the bags. Sitting by a fireplace, drinking hot cocoa, or sitting on a mountaintop watching the sunset. I don't care who I'm with as long as I have a huge plate of food in front of me and they're buying. And I've got a long list of them.
So I'm torn right off the bat because, as you know, I'm a fat kid. And it's all about the food. But the fireplace sounded good too. I just need a little something hard in my cup, not hot chocolate.
Is that like a dick joke? Also, you just fat shame people because you're not physically overweight, so you just fat shame people by calling yourself a fat kid.
No, I did not. So can we replace hot chocolate for like whiskey cream?
Sure.
In that one?
I'm
okay,
sure
then I'll go with that.
Hot chocolate in quotes. Mm-hmm. Sitting by a fireplace. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And
take note.
Finally...
The fireplace has to be lit. It has to be cleaned before it gets lit.
Oh, God. This is way too much work. All right. Who can you see yourself with 20 years from now? I'm hoping Midge, if Moose isn't around, of course. So that means you have to murder someone. My best friend, Hot Dog. He goes wherever I go. We have this bond. Archie. That's Dude.
That's kind of like me and Dude right now.
Archie. But, yeah. Archiekins. Or, do I have to choose? Bangs head on wall.
I'm going with my Hot Dog.
You would, you fat kid.
I know.
Oh!
There's just something to be said about a dog that's just been with you for like 18 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I think you're, fuck, there's all such, like, generic, shitty characters. I don't know.
What character am I most like?
Well, you're not, like, a snobby bitch. But you're not a pushover girl next door. What was Cheryl Blossom's character other than a redheaded Veronica?
Yeah, I think she was just a redheaded
Veronica.
But a little bit eviler.
Okay. Oh, who was the bimbo in Josie and the Pussycats?
Melody.
You're Melody.
Fuck you.
Oh no, you're Svensson. You're gonna get deported. It'll be a whole adventure. Oh hey, I'll turn this back on you. Which Archie character am I?
To me, you're a Jughead.
So I'm like really gay.
No, it's not the gayness at all. It's just the
the gayness is present. And now there's anything wrong with that, Seinfeld.
It's the laid back kind of, slacker-esque.
Slacker-esque? I really regret asking that question. Now let's find...
I'm fucking Melody, come on.
Yeah, you bimbo. Let's find out who you are.
Okay.
You are, Oh, Jesus. It's like breaks it down. Oh, you're Jughead.
I'm totally Jughead.
For 50% you are Jughead. You've only got 50% Jughead. Your true love is food and your best friend is your dog. You don't care about what others think of you and you are an innocent victim of your stomach. While you may seem apathetic at first, everyone you hang out with knows that you are a very kind-hearted person after all. Ha!
Wow, that's kind of nail on head.
Kind-hearted?
I'm totally kind-hearted. Go fuck yourself.
I've seen you choke a rabbit to death.
You have not. Don't say that on the podcast.
Podcast?
But who else was I? Was I 50% anybody
Oh, that was
else?
it. That was just said that you were the mostly Jughead.
But that's 50%.
I know.
That's half.
That's
not most.
That's all you got. I can check again. Hold on, let me see here. I gotta open this page up again now. Oh, it started the quiz again.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Yeah, sorry.
Never mind.
But I scrolled down. There was nothing after Jughead.
Well, it seems like a little bit of a misnomer.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm half Jughead, half Melody.
Half Melody. Is it Melody or Medley? It's Melody, right?
I think it was Melody. Yeah.
The Dits, or maybe you're Who was the other members of Jose and the Pussycats?
It was Melody, Nancy.
Nancy Drew?
Nancy was the black chick. And then Josie.
Did she have a personality, or was her personality not being white?
Yeah, I think that was her personality.
That was it?
Yeah. Yeah, she was... I kind of feel like she cleared things up for Melody a bit.
Right.
I think Josie did that too. Just explain what was happening in life.
Maybe you're Reggie.
I'm a Reggie?
No. I don't know.
I have to... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Thanks for not sneezing on the mic.
Oh, anytime.
I don't think any human personality fits in with Archie unless you're like a two-dimensional meathead.
True.
And then you can be Moose. I wonder what that one that kept being like, do I have to decide? Who was that?
That was Archie. Because he could never decide between Betty and Veronica.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No, but then on that last question though, it was like Archiekins, and then the Archie one was like with Betty or Veronica or something, wasn't it? I don't know.
I felt like the do I just have to decide one would have been Archie.
Always Archie.
And then the other one was probably Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What you got for me?
All right. So I have a quiz from funtrivia.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun trivia.
Yep. Andrews and the gang. Whoops. How much do you know about Archie Andrews and the gang?
I don't know any. We already established that I don't know anything about Archie and the gang.
So wait a minute. It already says average score for this quiz is 15 out of 25. Difficulty, quote, tough.
Oh, Jesus.
Played 3,693 times as of January 12th, 2020.
You people need a life.
Now, question 1. Archie made his first appearance in which title? Laugh, Archie, Pep, or Jughead?
Pep.
That's what I would have gone with.
Pep magazine. I do know that. Ooh, I didn't put deodorant on this morning.
Oh, dear. What is Reggie's last name?
Mantle.
Lodge? Okay. You want to hear the...
No? It's Reggie Mantle. This is not tough. I'm sure they'll ramp up.
What longtime and currently deceased Archie artist created Josie and the Pussycats? I almost said Jose.
No clue.
Stan Goldberg, Dan DeCarlo, Bob Montana, Dan Parent.
Ooh, Bob Montana. I know that because I was looking up what the S on Jughead's shirt stands for.
Okay.
At least he created them. I don't know about Josie and the Pussycats.
Okay. Which of these was never an Archie title? Archie's TV Laugh Out, Archie's Mechanics, Archie's Super Cool Jalopy. What? Archie's RC Racers.
Like a comic book?
Which of these was never an Archie title? So yeah, I'm going to say comic book.
Archie Mechanics? Wait,
Okay,
do we not
Archie's Mechanics?
Do we not get the answers?
I think you get them all at the end.
Oh my god, we're never gonna know if I'm right or not. It's just gonna tell me I'm an idiot again.
You going with the mechanics?
Yeah. Oh, as a side note, now that I just thought of it though, the S on Jughead's sweater is because the creators' old high school team acronym spelled out shit, S-H-I-T. It was like the South High interned pterodactyls or some weird thing like that. Tigers.
I remember there was tigers.
And so he couldn't put shit on his shirt, so he just put an S. That was the reason.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moose was diagnosed with what disorder?
What?
Insomnia, partial deafness, dyslexia, allergies to dogs.
I'm going to say dyslexia, and that was their excuse for making him retarded.
What's the name of Jughead's dog?
Hot dog.
What's the names of Sabrina's aunts?
Oh, fuck.
Zelda and Hilda.
Zelda and Hilda.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they always were zapping everything.
They were.
Yeah.
What's the name of Riverdale's newspaper? The Blue and Gold.
The Blue and Gold, yeah.
The Tribune, Riverdale High Times, The Bugle.
It's the Blue and Gold.
The Blue and Gold?
I know this because you have some Archie magazines in your bathroom.
I do.
And one of them is all about Chuck's drawing illustrations for the Blue and Gold that are pissing off the faculty.
Ah.
Yeah.
Look at you, doing a little bit of light reading. Which of these characters is not part of Archie's world and continuum? Captain Hero, Josie, Lil Jinx, Sabrina.
Because Captain Hero wasn't that's Jughead's like alter ego, or one of their alter egos is a superhero. I've seen that, but Little Jinx is in. All the rest are in there?
Yeah.
So I guess Captain Hero.
I guess so. I don't remember Captain Hero.
I thought just because every once in a while they do the like Archie's theater. Remember those things? Where they would do some either famous thing, or they do a superhero story or a detective story or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought one of them, when he was a superhero, was Captain Hero, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, I guess we won't find out.
He's just going to tell me I'm an idiot at the end.
Yeah. If any of the people that are maybe listening to this can Google that for us.
Please Google this.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
What spy spoof did the gang star in? Archie, Andrews. Archie Andrews, 0007. Mission Unimpossible. I Spy Archie, the man from Riverdale.
I have no idea. Maybe 0007, maybe that one?
Quadruple 07?
Was it 4 O's?
Yeah.
Quadruple 07? Sure. I have no idea.
Okay. What's Dilton's last name?
Doily. Nailed it.
What's Jughead's real first name?
Forsyth. His name is Forsyth P. Jones, but I'm not sure what the P stands for. Philip? Pedophile? Poop? I'll get some nice clean audio of dude walking around so I can loop it under the whole podcast.
What did one of the pins on Jughead's hat magically do?
What?
What did one of the pins...
No, I heard you.
Okay. A, did it make him Captain Hero?
Yeah, what?
So look, Captain Hero was on there.
So it was Little Jinx wasn't part of the actual universe? Everyone else was actually in universe, but Little Jinx was an aside? I bet you it was Little Jinx.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, so made him Captain Hero, made him lose his appetite, made him girl magnet, made him strong.
Fuck. You know what? I'm going to say girl magnet.
A girl magnet? I have a feeling it was Captain Hero.
Yeah. I don't know.
What was the name of the publisher before it was called Archie Comics? Was it Shield, Timely, MLJ, or Detective?
I feel like it was Timely Comics.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's generally considered the creator of Archie and the Gang? Bob Montana, Vic Bloom, John Goldwater, Michael Skilbert.
I think it's John Montana.
Bob?
Bob Montana, sorry, yeah.
John Goldwater.
Yeah, Bob Montana.
Okay. What model car did Archie replace his jalopy with?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Red convertible?
It says 2 words, make and model. It doesn't give you any options.
Really? So how do you feel? How do you answer this one? You write it in?
Yeah.
What?
Free text.
Oh, Jesus. No idea. Can you put... Ford POS?
POS?
Piece of shit?
Ah. Alright, let's see what happens. Number 17, Chuck Clayton.
Oh my god, 17?
Chuck Clayton was created to make the comic more ethnically diverse.
True or false? Is that a true or false?
What is the name of Chuck's girlfriend?
Nancy. We already... Nancy, yeah. I don't know her last name.
One word, yeah.
Nancy.
Who is not a supporting character? Pop Tate, Nurse Honeywells, Coach Clayton, Big Ethel.
Nurse Honey Tits there.
Alright.
Yeah.
What company released a very well-done Archie trading card set in 1992?
Jesus. Tops? Is Tops an option?
No, it's another free text.
Oh, put in Tops. TOPPS.
Archie has appeared in comics, cartoons, comic strips, books, and live-action TV. Plus, they cranked out pop hits. Which of these is not one? Mish, Mash, Mosh, Jingle Jangle, Sugar Sugar, Bang Shang-a-lang.
Oh, fucking fuck. Why are they all just nonsense words? Except for Sugar Sugar.
So we know Sugar Sugar is definitely one.
What was the first one?
Mish, Mash, Mosh.
Mish Mash Mosh.
Mish, Mash, Mosh?
Mish Mash Mosh.
It feels like something they would sing, though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
they all do, though.
Archie's parents are named Fred and Marilyn. True or false?
Fred and Mary Andrews, yeah.
Marilyn.
Oh, no, false then, because it's Fred and Mary. But isn't Mary short for Marilyn?
I have no idea.
False.
False?
Trick fucking question.
Thanks, fun trivia.
How many of these questions are there?
We're on 22. There's only 3 left.
Oh my god.
Veronica played what instrument in the Archie?
The keyboard. And I was saying earlier it should have been switched, because Veronica was the airhead. She should have been playing the tambourine.
But there's no need for a tambourine, really.
Not at all. It's completely
When
pointless.
you're outside of the 40s, why do you need a tambourine?
Oh.
Question 23. Archie had the R on his sweater. What did Jughead have on his?
It's an S. Standard for sexual deviant. Standard? It stood for.
Which of these was never an Archie title? Pat the Brat, Lazy Lou, Wilbur, Super Duck.
Wilbur? Isn't that a pig from Charlotte's Web?
I think it is. But I feel like... maybe I'm...
Wilbur? Try Wilbur.
Okay. Who was the science teacher at Riverdale High?
Professor Flute Snoots.
How do you spell flute snoot? F-L-U...
T-E and then Snoot. S-N-O-O-T, I believe.
Okay.
I believe. Oh, there goes Dude again.
Submit my answers. Dun dun dun.
Oh, Razzie screaming at Dude. This is quite a madhouse in here.
Oh, look. That shows you what you got right and wrong.
Okay, good.
So question 1, where he made his first appearance in Pep. You were correct.
Sweet.
Archie or Reggie's last name, you got correct.
Nice.
What longtime currently deceased Archie artist created Josie and the Pussycats? You said Bob Montana. The correct answer was Dan DeCarlo.
Oh. Jesus, Razzie.
Question 4, which of these
It's
was
a madhouse!
Which of these was never an Archie title? You answered Archie's Mechanics, and Archie's Super Cool Jalopy was not
That was not one.
Yeah.
But his jalopy was objectively super cool.
Moose was diagnosed with dyslexia. You were right.
You almost did it yourself there.
Yeah. I can't talk well, though.
Slickstexia?
Jughead's dog was Hot Dog. Sabrina's aunts were Zelda and Hilda. The Blue and Gold was the newspaper. Which of these characters is not part of Archie's world? You said Captain Hirio.
Even though I think Hirio?
Hirio?
I think it's Little Jinx now.
It is actually Little Jinx.
Yeah.
What spy spoof did they star in? You said Archie Andrews, blah, blah, blah. And it was The Man from Riverdale.
The Man from Riverdale?
Yeah. Obviously, it was a parody of the TV show The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Dilton Doily. Doily. Sorry, you got that right. I did not.
You did not.
Jughead's real first name, you got it right. His middle initial is P. They haven't said what the P stands for anyway.
Never, ever?
No. Nope. Well, not on this quiz.
I'm assuming pedophile then.
Done. Let's do it. What did one of his pins do? You said made him a girl magnet. You were correct.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Damn right.
What was the name of the publisher before it was called Archie Comics? You said Timely. It was actually MLJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Martin Luther Jackson?
Sure. Yeah. But these questions aren't really important because nobody's going to really know this.
MLJ should be the Archie Comics universe's version of MLK.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope they've taken note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're listening. And stop with the Riverdale shit.
Who's generally considered the creator of Archie? You said Bob Montana, and it's actually John Goldwater.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
So what did Bob Montana do? Other than put the S on Jughead's sweater?
That's all he did. That's it. What model car did Archie replace his jalopy with? We said a Ford piece of shit. The correct answer was a Ford Mustang. So close.
Wow.
So close.
How's a Ford Mustang a jalopy? Like, wasn't the whole point that Archie was poor and had a shitty car?
So it says, Archie seems to be behind when it comes to cars. He drove an old jalopy that outdated him by decades, and then a 60s Mustang that does the same thing.
Well, a 60s Mustang probably would be worth a ton of money, wouldn't it? It's like a collector's car.
Yeah, maybe not in the 80s.
In the 80s, yeah.
I don't know. Because you have to, get to a certain number of years old before it's cool again.
Right.
Yeah. Chuck Clayton was created to make... so what was Chuck's girlfriend? You said Nancy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are correct. Chuck's dad is Coach Clayton, Riverdale High's coach, along with Coach Cleats. I got another sneeze coming, so just bear with me.
I forgot about Coach Cleats. Bless you.
Excuse me. He was not in To Riverdale and Back again either, was he?
No.
Who's not a supporting character? You were correct with Nurse Honeywells.
Mm-hmm. Honey Tits.
What company released a very well done Archie trading card company? You said Topps. You were wrong. The correct answer was Skybox.
I don't even know what that is.
And then it says Chrome did a nice set too in the late 90s for all you card collectors.
For all you cod aficionados out there.
Archie has appeared in comics, cartoons, comic strips, blah, blah, blah. They cranked out pop hits. What was not one? You said Mish Mash Mosh. And you're correct.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. They didn't have the most original song titles, did they? The Archies, led by Ron Dante. Number one hit, 1969, was Sugar Sugar. Not bad for a bunch of cartoon characters.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they came out with Sugar Sugar.
Yeah.
I thought
the
they were
Archies.
covering it.
Oh.
No. Huh. Wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
Archie's parents are named Fred and Marilyn. False. It's Fred and Mary.
Yeah.
You were correct.
Damn right. Even though I think you could probably short form Marilyn to Mary. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. But then why not just say Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Veronica played what instrument in the Archies? You said keyboard. You were correct. Archie's and Reggie are on guitar. Jug on drums. And Betty looked pretty banging a tambourine.
Wow. Who is a tambourine?
Archie had an R on his sweater. Jughead had his S. You're correct.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, the R stood for Riverdale, but no one knows what the S stood for.
That's bullshit. They should have Googled that. How old's this quiz?
I couldn't tell you.
No.
Yeah. But not a lot of homework done.
No, not at all.
Which of these was never an Archie title? You said Wilbur. You were incorrect. The correct answer was Lazy Lou.
Lazy Lou.
Who's a science teacher at Riverdale High? You said Flute Snoot. And you are correct.
Damn
his
right.
name is a funny play on his big nose. So
Really?
You scored 16 out of 25.
Nice.
If you remember, the average was 13 out of 25.
Oh, so I'm slightly above average.
Yeah, and you scored 240 points. So well done.
So what do I get to do with these points now?
You get them to brag to all your friends about.
Wow,
obviously.
this is... I'm ashamed of this, though.
You're ashamed of this?
I think I would brag the lower score, not the higher one.
You got 16 out of 25.
Dude,
which
you know a
is
lot about Archie? Oh, no.
64%, bud.
Yeah, that
You
sounds
got
about...
64%.
That sounds about right
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
You should make that your new Facebook
Profile,
thing.
64%, no
Yeah.
one knows why.
Yeah.
I'll say it's my lung capacity.
Just say 64%.
They'll think I'm part of the 64%.
And then in the comment section, you can just put Archie.
All right, I think that wraps it up for our impromptu Archie podcast to fill the void while DC is off recovering. Yeah, I guess we'll be back. I don't know if maybe you'll be back again for the next week or so. DC's just recovering. He's all right. We'll talk about it more when he's actually back to his duties as host. But until then, Godspeed, sir, if you're listening. And yeah, thanks for filling in, Sam.
Thanks for doing Archie.
And we're not using phrasing anymore.
No.
So check us out at spaceactionheroes.com, and our podcast is all over the place. We're on Google and Apple and all those good things. Just look for Space Action Podcast or Space Action Heroes. It's all on the website. And if you're listening to us, you probably already know all this, so I apologize for wasting your time. Until then, we will see you in the future. And to keep things the way they always are when you're here, say goodnight, Sam.
Good night, Sam.